What's up, my fans? First video ever. Gotta make this quick. On vacation, so first event ever. It's a banger. 317 Oliveira versus Taptoro. I'm gonna tell you right now, Oliveira is a much better fighter overall. He's so much more well-rounded. He's got so much more stuff than Ilia does. But I'm going to pick Ilia Taptoro. And let's go through a few things, and I'll tell you why. Why I'm doing the switcheroo. First off, let's talk about Ilia's weight class and stuff. He says he weighs 185. That's bullshit. He's 5'7". In fact, I just happen to be every measurement Ilia is. We're pretty pen and pad. I'm a lot lighter than he is. He's what? 5'7", 69-inch reach. I got a 70-inch reach, right? So I'm a little bit bigger. I'm massive compared to him. No, but dude, he's saying he's weighing in 185. He's not 185. A person that weighs in like 185 is like Michael Chandler, and he's got longer arms, probably longer legs, maybe. He's definitely got more height. It's like 5'8". Ilia is actually expected to be 5'6", but let's keep going with 5'7" for him. He's like 170, and do you know who else we compare Ilia to? Conor fucking McGregor. This guy, when Conor was coming up, he also had so many people have made this speculation or this fact. It's a fact, guys, that Ilia has crazy power, and so does Conor at 145, right? They both crazy power. I don't think... Well, when Conor was going up, he didn't have the same power when he went 155. I mean, he was teeing off and going, ba, 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 ba. He did that fucking crazy, combo on Alvarez. I think Ilia has strong hands. I think he has strong hands. Now, I do think his power will take a dip, right? Ilia's power will go down. He's not going to be as strong. He's definitely not as big. He wasn't even big for 145 in the first place, Ilia. But neither was Conor. Ilia is smaller than average, and Conor was like average for 145, height-wise. But people like to bring up is Ilia going to have the same power that he did in 155 or 145? Is his power going to translate from 145 to 155? I think it might. And this is a little bit of bullshit. I don't want to talk about the Jai Herbert thing. We just can't use it. Because people on this side that are like pro Ilia, they're like, yeah, bro, his power correlates back, bro. Like, we saw him knock out in 155. He went up to 155 and he slimed out Jai Herbert. Jai Herbert's 6'1". He is 6'1". He's bigger than Dan Hooker. And he's got like an 80-inch reach, right? That's Jai Herbert. That guy has a crazy weight cut. So his chin's probably fucked. But Ilia slimed him out, right? I just don't think we should ever talk about that. It just doesn't matter. We can't measure up. It's like, oh, was it Jai Herbert's weight cut that made his chin weak? Or is Ilia's power so great? I really don't think we should talk about it. Now, what I do want to talk about is I just want to measure Oliveira and Ilia together. So first off, let's talk about stand-up first. Their boxing. It's gonna be Ilia. Ilia has great boxing. He's crazy in the pocket. He's up there, He's super quick too. He's quick. He's quicker, I should say, than Oliveira. Oliveira doesn't have bad boxing. Oliveira I'm done with Ilia Topuria. He's a great boxer. We all know this. He's probably the best boxers we've seen. Best boxer we've seen since Conor McGregor. Now, speaking of Conor had great long shots, right? Turn the shoulder, all that. Do you know who else has amazing long shots? Charles do Bronx. He's really good at that straight, that right straight. He's really good at playing long. He's really good at that. And do you know who gets fucking teed up by long shots? Ilia Topuria. He's gonna get pieced up. No, but those long shots are gonna be super big for Oliveira, because those are good shots. Like we've seen, and oh my God, the power. We'll talk about the power. I'm just gonna say it. We got Oliveira. We're gonna be moving on from this boxing section. Oliveira, he's good in his boxing. It's crisp. He's got power. Ilia, he's got power and he's crisp and he's fast. So he's just great. Like I said, Ilia, great boxing. Oliveira is good. So Ilia's taking the cake on that one. What do we have next is offensively, with their hands. It's definitely going to Ilia. I think Ilia's a lot better. Usually when Charles is good with his boxing, right, with his hands, it's usually on the defensive. Now, talking about... this is a big thing. People don't want to, go into the power. The power between these two. Ilia, we have seen his power. It's really, really good. We love his power. It's so entertaining to watch him fight, right? Because he's sliming people out. I personally... let's see what I wrote down here. I think they're both at the same level. Because I'm just saying that Ilia has power because we haven't seen Ilia with actual lightweight without Jai Herbert. Like I've said, we basically haven't seen Ilia's power translated yet, or we don't know where it lies. So I'm just gonna say Ilia has great power, right? Oliveira, he's got bangers in those hands. He go boom, boom, boom. He knocks people down. He doesn't knock them out, but he knocks them down. He drops people with not like Ilia. Let's talk about Ilia for a second. He walks up, he distracts you, drops your hands. Maybe he'll hit you twice, or maybe he'll hit you once. You have great power, like I said. Oliveira is hitting you with one shot. Maybe he's throwing a jab to make you push your hands out and then make an opening to your chin, and then he'll throw that and go boom, But he drops you with that punch. Justin Gaethje has said that punch is crazy in the division. That it's the hardest hitting person. And there's proof. There's so much proof of him knocking down opponents. Dude, we have... the ones I can think about right now is Chandler and... who's the other person? He knocked down somebody with just one punch. I don't remember who. I can't remember. I'm so flustered. But, he has crazy power. He's insane power. What I really want to talk about is, I just think, if we're going to correlate both these, I think it's greater power for... They either have equal power in their hands, or Oliveira has, a slight advantage, I think, just because he's hitting them with one punch and they're going down. No, let's talk about their kick defense. Ilia, really heavy boxer. You can walk through it if you want. Really heavy boxer. He puts a lot... I don't want to say anything, guys, but I also am heavy on the front foot when throwing my haymakers. But that makes it super difficult to check kicks. So, I just don't think I think it's... Now, let's talk about the kicks first off. So, Ilia first. Of course, that's what we're talking about. I don't know why I keep... But like I said, first video. When Ilia blocks, roundhouses, right, to the like this area, to the shoulder, head, or rib area, to the liver, body, side kicks, roundhouses. It's 100%. He's gonna block it. He's super good. I know. Yeah, Jai Herbert hit him with that. Fuck you, bro. That doesn't matter. Forget. That's so long ago too. Just drop the Jai Herbert shit, bro. Shut up. Listen to what I gotta say. He blocks like this. You got that classic block. Slaps it. The X block, I think it's called. He slaps it down. It's gone. Doesn't matter. He's really good at that. You've never seen him take a kick or like eat one, except for Jai Herbert. But leg kicks though. Volkanovski versus Ilya. We saw Volkanovski won that first round off Ilya. Ilya he just doesn't have the defense for lower kicks, which I think is going to be this is one of the most interesting things I'm waiting to look at during this fight, is how Ilya's going to deal with these low kicks, because I think Oliveira is going to snap his ding in half. Anyway, Oliveira, his kick defense, it's good. It's nothing special. I think he still gets kind of clipped, but nothing. It's defense, right? It's not, and also, let's talk about this. Oh well, Ilya has great kick defense. Oliveira has good. It's not as good. That's not really gonna matter. This is basically another equal play, because let's talk about it. Oliveira, or no, not Oliveira. Ilia Topuria. He has never thrown a kick in his life that isn't like a low kick, which is like the one kick Oliveira. Okay, Ilya's only thrown low kicks. Let's talk about that, right? That's like a good bet to say. Charles is like, it's the same thing as Ilya's like head kick blocks, right? It's 100%. I don't think anyone's ever like really landed a harsh blow on Oliveira's calves or thighs, right? No one's landing those low kicks, right? I think Oliveira's going to be checking those like crazy, so they're basically equal on this thing. Now, the kick variety, like I said, Topuria, terrible kick variety. I mean, he's got a really heavy low kick. It's good. It's good. It's a good low kick. We've seen him do a spinning back kick in like sparring videos. I just don't think he's gonna use it. Oliveira, he's got head kicks. He's got the teep. The teep is gonna be so good, because it's like I said, Ilya does not do good with like straight shots to like here or here. He gets hit by, I'm not sure if he gets hit by teeps or anything. I'm not sure. But he definitely struggles with head kicks, or not head kicks. You know what I'm saying? Oliveira is going to be slamming kicks into this guy's face and into his chest and punch him in the nose. God. Now, kick power, leg power. This is interesting. Now, everybody's always talking about Ilia Topuria being like, oh, he's got really good leg kicks. He does. He does, I agree. I'm not going to dispute that with you. Oliveira, he's just better at it. He's better. If we re-watch it, it's going to be the same thing like I said before. I'm like, Oliveira has great straight shots. He's knocked down. And I just go blank. You can watch in like several fights. I don't care if it was against Bombs or it was against... He's dropping people with a low kick. And who do we know that's susceptible to low kicks? It's Ilia Topuria. He's getting slammed now, but he's gonna get. Say this is Ilya's leg, right? He's plodding around. He's plodding around. This is his leg. He's walking out. This is Charles. Bam, and he's down. Ilya might get dropped by a leg kick. I'm thinking he just has greater power. Oliveira has like. If you're looking to do a low kick, dude, screw Pereira. That guy's a bitch. We're talking about Oliveira leg kicks. He's dropping people with those kicks. I don't know if it's just the Brazilian nature, but he's dropping people with those kicks. Being on the back foot. Big quite. Recording a video.
You're doing a video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll be quiet.
That's alright. being on the back foot matters a bunch in this fight. And sadly, we were informed that Oliveira was talking about how I'm going to march forward in front of Ilia Topuria. You know, the power hitter. You know, the guy that needs to close in space. Much shorter fighter. Shorter reach. The reach is really good. The footwork, for either guy, I think in the first round, if we see Oliveira, let's do this again. Oliveira, right here. Ilia. They're both going to be in the middle. They're both saying they're going to plot forward, right? Going to try pushing each other around. Whoever is going to be on the back foot starting off in these rounds, which I don't think is going to go too far, I think it's a safe bet that they're going to win the fight. We've seen it's been bad for both of them, especially for Ilia, because and I know I said don't bring up the Jai Herbert fight, or but when Ilia's on the back foot, he looks so he's like a gerbil. I don't know how to, or he's just a small he's like what 5'7", so he's already like super small, but like he deceptively looks bigger, right? Or makes himself look scarier. It's more of like an aura thing. When you start marching him down, which is we've seen like maybe once or twice in like the Jai Herbert fight and Bryce Mitchell fight, he's behind the fence. He's like this the whole time. He's wide eyed. He doesn't look like this. He looks like this. He looks like he's crapped his pants. Oliveira, I'm not gonna say anything about him being on the back foot. It's not good. He kind of just he has a bad habit of just backing up and not circling out with his feet. Right. He doesn't have that Max Holloway footwork. All right, let's see what we got here. Their pressure forward. I think Oliveira. Talk about Oliveira first for a change. I think Oliveira has really okay pressure. It's usually if the other person's gonna back off. Ilia is not going to. So I think it's safe to say that Ilia is going to march down Oliveira. Overall strength is a kind of a tough one. I honestly, it's a hard question because, like I said, I don't think Ilia is actually 185. I don't think and he still looks gaunt making 155, so that's why I'm assuming 170, right? But Ilia, I don't know if he has like the real strength, because he had good strength in the 145 division, but I don't think he's doing too great. I'm gonna right here. I say I think on my paper, it says Topuria has better strength, like overall strength, over Oliveira. I think I'm gonna scratch that. I think Oliveira, he's like what 5'11", 5'10". He's got 74-inch reach. He's been the division longer. I just think it's hard to say, and I'm gonna be very upset if I'm wrong about this. But I think Oliveira is gonna have more strength, especially in the clinch. Now, talking about strength, this is probably where it's going to come in really big, is the wrestling. Ilia, right, let's talk about it. He's got good wrestling. He's got okay wrestling. Not okay, good. He's got good or greater than good. Because he started out, when he was younger, doing wrestling. And I think he was like doing BJJ, something like that. Whatever, he was doing grappling. And then he started slamming at people with his hands. But it's the experience thing, right? And it's like we haven't seen any like we've seen him take down Max Holloway, a guy that likes to strike in the hands, that hasn't been known to move around in the grappling sense, right? Oliveira, it's just experience. It's what we've seen in the last few fights of his. He went against Michael Chandler in the second round. He looked really good for his takedowns, or judo. I'm going to put those together, wrestling and judo, takedowns. And he just looked really good against, Posh Boy Armin Sarukian. He did okay against him, so I think it's just a good bet to say he's got better wrestling. He's got better BJJ as well. But I wouldn't say. I still say that if we're talking about BJJ now, I would say Topuria, he's good. I would he's not a Marab. You're gonna have to worry about the submission. He might go for you. Oliveira, like the wrestling, I think he just has more experience, and we know because he has the most finishes in the UFC history so far to date, to this video's date. Ground and pound. Elias has ground and pound. We've seen it. It's okay. It's like average. He'll do little pitter patter shots while you're he's like dry hump you on the ground. Oliveira really good. He likes if Oliveira's on top, he's smacking you down with elbows. He's doing really good with that. Now, I think this is a really big key for Oliveira to win is the clinch. Now, the clinch, it's dangerous and it's helpful for both fighters. So, let's talk about Elias clinch. We saw a little bit of Elias clinch in the... We saw it for like 5 seconds in the Alexander Volkanovski fight. So I'm not going to include that. But the Max Holloway fight, we saw him kind of like hold Max to the cage for like maybe a few seconds. Or maybe a minute. I don't know. Not too long, right? Not stalling the fight. But the thing about the clinch is, like, it's really good for close. So if, say I'm Ilya, right? I'm a small guy. I'm trying to move in, right? And Ilya does great where he throws shots and then he does his actual combination, right? But if we're engaging in the clinch, Ilya doesn't want to be in the clinch area, right? He wants to do that to close distance, which I don't think he's going to do. I think he's smart that way because Oliveira, let's just do a sneak peek here. Oliveira has the better clinch. But if Ilya's in this clinch, he's going to want to let go after engaging in it and then rip to the body, maybe a hook to the head, maybe an overhand, right? And Oliveira's going to be out. Oliveira's clinch, much better. We've seen a lot more of it. It's one of like the best I've ever seen. Maybe not as good as no, honestly I would say pretty good. It's like in my top 5, maybe top 10. Dude, in this clinch, and I mean like he's active with it. Oliveira, he grabs you and then he'll elbow you. Maybe he'll get in here, throw some knees, and then he'll push off and elbow you, or he'll get in the clinch and then knock you on your feet or something like that. There's so many options for him. He's going to do more damage if he does get there than Ilya does. The problem is, that's going to be Oliveira closing the distance with Ilia Topuria, which is not what he wants to do. He wants to keep Ilia away with his long shots. But the problem is, if you're in this clinch, you already closed the distance, and now all Topuria has to do is bah, 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 bah. He's already there. And if you let go, I'm afraid that Ilia's going to go for a long, wide shot and just crack him. He's going to crack him. Now, knees and elbows, already said. Ilya, we've seen a little bit of his knees and elbows in, like, sparring videos, maybe a little bit in some other fights. Don't really matter. He's not going to be using them. We don't really know. Well, he might, can't tell. Fights are so unpredictable. But let's talk about Oliveira. He's got a much better knees and elbows. Let's talk about the knees first. I don't think Oliveira should be throwing flying knees. I think it just puts him out of place to get shot down or taken down, which it's just not where you want him to be. The elbows, I think if Ilya ever tries to get in here, and if we do engage the clinch, if we engage the clinch with Ilya, I think if he breaks off, if he can before Ilya starts doing his thing, if he can break out of the clinch, Oliveira goes bam, smacks him right in the forehead, starts bleeding. Refs are like, oh my god, that's some scoring points there. You know, some damage dealt, scoring. But yeah, Oliveira definitely dangerous in the clinch, especially with those knees and elbows. All right, almost done here. We got counter shots. Ilya is a lot better. If we look back, let's look back at a few of these fights. Right, let's look at the Josh Emmett fight, which was probably especially Josh Emmett and the Topuria fight. Let's look at these recent fights too. Ilya kind of waits for his opponents to shoot a hand. Maybe if they're doing one shot, right, which is what a lot of people do. They use 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's usually the amount what people throw, right? And when Ilya sees you start to throw or throw that one, he'll slip it, bam. Slip it, bam. Maybe he'll roll and then hit a body shot. He'll do something. He's just a lot better in the counters, I think. Now, I'm not counting out. That's if Ilya can get close enough. Let's remember that Oliveira has a 74-inch reach. That's a 5-inch reach advantage on Ilya. That's a big reach. Big reach advantage. But Oliveira also has okay. It's good. He's good. Counters, but not as good as Ilya. I think Ilya has more variety and more ways to move around. Because he also has head movement. Ilya has crazy head movement. Oliveira, I think this is going to get him slimed out at one point. He got no head movement. If you're going to move back, you got to have something. It's good for the defense. But, yeah, I just think the counters are a lot better for Topuria now that I'm looking back at this Max Holloway fight. And the thing is, that's probably one of the worst things to think about is the counters. Because Oliveira, a lot of the time, if Oliveira isn't countering, right, he usually just throws a one shot or one or two, which is what Ilya is going to counter and close the distance on. Now, the length and size for these division, like I was talking about at the start of the video, Ilya is small. He's very small. He's not Arman Tsarukyan. I know they're both 5'7", but Arman is much more dense. He's more heavy. He's got strength, like I was talking about. He probably weighs like 185 or something due to like pure muscle mass. Ilya is a much leaner person. He's probably weighing 170. Oliveira is probably in the 190. What I really think is going to be a deciding factor, besides who's moving forward, right, is if Oliveira can keep using his length to. I think Oliveira wins by either a sub or a decision, and I don't think Ilya is going to get subbed, so it's got to be that by decision. So if Oliveira, if we're seeing him in the first round, even if he's getting pressured and getting put on the back foot, say this is Oliveira here. If he's put on the back foot and he's moving around the fence, if he's hitting the straight shots and not letting Ilya close the distance, and we see that for at least like a round, I mean, even if it's for a round, I think he's getting slimed out in the second. But even if it's for a round, I think that's a good sign that Oliveira will make it past the second, third round. Overall, Oliveira is a more well-rounded fighter. Like I said, he's got more experience. He's got things. Ilya has a good chin. He's got a great chin. I'm not gonna say great chin, but he's got a chin on him. We've seen in the Max. Let me put it simply. Back to the Ilya versus Max Holloway. It's a durability thing with Ilya right now. Max Holloway had the best chin in the UFC. He didn't have to be perfect. He just had to take minimum shots. He took a bunch of shots. He took like maybe 8 to 9 to 10. Like, it was still pretty good. He took a lot of shots in the chin from Ilya. And he still got effed up. He still got slept on the ground. And he had the best chin. What do we think is going to happen to Oliveira? This guy gets dropped by people in every round, every first round. He gets dropped by people like Chandler. He got dropped in his last fight by Michael Milk Chandler. Are you serious? Are you really gonna bet on the guy that got dropped by Chandler to beat Ilia Topuria? Like, jeez. It's like it's the same fight, but worse. Ilia's heavier now. He's slightly bigger. I've been looking on IG reels. There's a few people comparing his size. A lot of the size in Ilia, I think, is in his legs. If you go back to those photos and you see like the mass comparison, it's a lot of stuff in his legs. A lot of mass. But which doesn't matter now, but it's as if we have another Max Holloway fight, but instead of a chin, he traded out his chin for ground game, clinch work, and more kicks. Or more powerful kicks. Or more power. But what was it? He has more power than... Let's make a comparison. I know I've been doing that. I'm struggling. First video, like I said. Max Holloway is not a power puncher. He beats people with volume. And I know he slimed out Gaethje, but he has no power pretty much. Oliveira has power. What does Max Holloway have? He's a chin. Really good chin. Best chin. What does Oliveira have? He doesn't have a chin. If Max Holloway, with a chin, with the best chin, could have the durability for 3 rounds to go again, only 3 rounds. He only lasted 3 rounds against Ilia, Max. And he got slept. It was brutal. That was like the first time I cried to a UFC event. But anyway, Oliveira has the worst chin. It's so bad. I just think it's a durability test, and I don't think Oliveira's gonna pass that test. And the thing is, like, I just turned into an Oliveira fan, so it kind of sucks. But Ilia's pretty good. The mini Conor McGregor, I'll do it. So if I were to bet on this fight, which I'm not, I would say Ilia by second round KO, TKO.